So I'm gonna call this an interlude. As we enter into part two, because I'll split that up, because I think those first two cover a nice good bit of time. Maybe yes, maybe no. But this interlude we have going on right now, I want to talk about some serious stuff. And this is something that I think a lot of African Americans, it goes back to what my premise was about. We're misrepresented a lot, but we also crazy as hell. So we self-misrepresent. And because of that, you may notice when you see the news, when you see crime, when you see the videos, when you see the movies, when you see Empire, when you see the 50 Cent shows, when you see the Hollywood shows, everybody's just fighting and shooting and banging and having sex and just very wild. Our culture looks crazy, right? And a lot of it is poverty driven, which does promote crime. And you know, I always used to feel bad because I was like, damn man, why we always gotta be doing all this crime? Why we do all the crime? Why it seem like all we do is the crime all day? And then you hear the people on the news, Tucker Carlson and them, oh yeah, African Americans do the majority of all crime in the entire country. And you're like, yo, we do? I'm like, how are we 14% of the country and we do the majority of all violent crime? I'm like, no, that don't make sense. And we're not. So, oh my God, I looked something up, right? And guess what I looked up? I looked up the FBI crime stats. They have a breakdown. I believe it's a figure that's in the mid-20s. It's a breakdown by color of all the arrests in America and whatnot. And I looked at 28 different crime statistic categories. Man, these 28 categories is everything you can think of. Well, African Americans do lead in 4 of the 28 categories. Assault and battery, armed robbery, murder, and there's another, I think it's another violent kind of crime, right? Oh no, it was like burglary, something else, like stealing or something like that, right? So those are the 4 where we do 40 to 50% of the crime in just those 4 categories. But there are 28 other crime categories which we do not lead in. Some we compete in, but we don't lead in them. You know who leads every single crime category outside of those 4 to 5 ones? Even sexual stuff? Yeah, you know who leads that by 70%? And most of the other ones, 60%, 50%, 65%, 70%, 48%. My Caucasian brother. When you actually look at the amount of numbers of actual arrests, literally, I'm talking tens of millions of my Caucasian brothers are being arrested. Now, on a total separate note, in defense of my Caucasian brothers, why y'all going to jail that much? That's crazy. We need to deal with that on a separate note. But on the side note, how's it been spun that we're the ones? I'm going to tell you, I've seen cops. I looked at the statistics and I realized that if you break down the numbers of arrests between African Americans and all other races, we do like 1% of all actual true crime in America. So that was just a moment of clarity for the break. And now we're going to finish up this little special. Reparations 101, emotional damage. I be bugging when I do these shows.